Culture. An introduction. The English word culture is derived from the Latin term cult or cults, meaning ta- telling or cultivating or refining or and worship. In sum, it means cultivating and refining a thing to such an extent that its end product evokes our admiration and respect. This is practically the same as Sanskriti of the Sanskrit language. The term Sanskriti has been derived from the root Kri, to do of Sanskrit language. Three words came from this root Kri: Prakriti, basic matter or condition; Sanskriti, refined matter or condition; and Vikrati, modified or decayed matter or condition. When Prakriti or a raw material is refined, it becomes Sanskriti, or when broken or damaged, becomes Vikrati. Objectives: after studying this lesson, you will be able to understand the concept and meaning of culture, establish the relationship between culture and civilization, establish the link between culture and heritage, discuss the role and impact of culture in human life. Number 1, concept of culture. Is a way of life. The food you eat, the clothes you wear, the language you speak in, and the god you worship, all are aspects of culture. In very simple terms, we can say that culture is the embodiment of the way in which we think and do things. It is also the things that we have inherited as members of society. All the achievements of human beings as members of social groups can be called culture. Art, music, literature, architecture, sculpture, philosophy, religion, and science can be seen as aspect of culture. However, culture also includes the customs, traditions, festivals, ways of living, and one's outlook on various issues of life. Culture thus refers to as human-made environment which includes all the material and non-material products of group life that are transmitted from one generation to the next. There is a general agreement among social scientists that culture consists of explicit and implicit pattern of behavior acquired by human beings. These may be transmitted through symbols constituting the distinctive achievements of human group, including their embodiment as artifacts. The essential core of culture thus lies in those finer ideas which are transmitted within a group, both historically derived as well as selected with their attached value. More recently, culture denotes historically transmitted pattern of meanings embodied in symbols by means of which people communicate, perpetuate, and develop their knowledge about and express their attitudes towards life. Culture is the expression of our nature in our modes of living and thinking. It may be seen in our literature, in religious practices, in recreation and enjoyment. Culture has two distinctive components, namely material and non-material. Material culture consists of objects that are related to the material aspects of our life, such as our dress, food, and household goods. Non-material culture refers to ideals, thoughts, and beliefs. Culture varies from place to place and country to country. Its development is based on the historical process operating in a local, regional, or national context. For example, we differ in our ways of greeting others, our clothing, food habits, social and religious customs and practices from the best. In other words, the people of any country are characterized by their distinctive cultural traditions. Culture and civilization. The word culture and civilization are often used synonymously. However, they have clearly defined meanings differentiating them. Civilization means having better ways of living and sometimes making nature blend to fulfill their needs. It also includes organizing societies into politically well-defined group working collectively for improved conditions of life in matter of food, dress, communication, and so on. Thus, some groups consider themselves as civilized and look down upon others. This disposition of certain groups has even led to wars and holocaust, resulting in mass destruction of human beings. On the one hand, culture refers to the inner being, a refinement of head and heart. This includes arts and sciences, music and dance, and various higher pursuits of human life, which are also classified as cultural activities. One who may be poor and wearing cheap clothes may be considered uncivilized, but still he or she may be the most cultured person. One possessing ostentatious wealth may be considered as civilized, but he may not be cultured. Therefore, when we think of culture, we have to understand that it is different from civilization. As we have seen, culture is the higher levels of inner refinement of a human being. Humans are not merely physical beings. They live and act at three levels: physical, mental, and spiritual. While better ways of living socially and politically and better utilization of nature around us may be termed as civilization. This is not enough to be cultured. Only when the deeper levels of a person's intellect and cons- concise, conscience conscientiousness are brought into expression can be call him her cultured. Culture and heritage. Cultural development is a historical process. Our ancestors learned many things from their pro- um, predecessor. With the passage of time, they also added to it from their own experience and gave up those which they did not consider useful. We in turn have learned many things from our ancestors as time goes. We continue to add new thoughts, new ideas to those already existent, and sometimes we give up some which we don't consider useful any anymore. This is how culture is transmitted and carried forward from generation to next generation. The culture we inherit from our predecessor is called our cultural heritage. This heritage exists at various levels. Humanity as a whole has inherited a culture which may be called human heritage. A nation also inherits a culture which may be termed as national cultural heritage. Cultural heritage includes all those aspects or values of culture transmitted to human beings by their ancestors from generation to generation. They are cherished, protected, and maintained by them with broken continuity, and they feel proud of it. A few examples would be helpful in clarifying the concept of heritage. The Taj Mahal, Swaminarayan Temple of Gandhinagar, and Delhi Red Fort of Agra, Delhi's Qutub Minar, Mysore Palace, Jain Temple of Dilwara, Rajasthan, Nizamuddin Aulia's Dargah, Golden Temple of Amritsar, Gurdwara Sisganj of Delhi, Sanchi Stoop, Christian Church in Goa, India Gate, etc. All important places to our heritage and are to be protected by all means. Besides the architectural creation, monuments, material artifacts, the intellectual achievements, philosophy, treasures of knowledge, scientific inventions, and discoveries are also the part of heritage. In Indian context, the contribution of Bodhayan, Aryabhatta, Bhaskaracharya in the field of mathematics, astronomy, and astrology Pranath and Barahmir in the field of physics, Nagarjuna in the field of chemistry, Susruta and Charak in the field of medicines, and Patanjali in the field of yoga are profound treasures of Indian cultural heritage. Culture is liable to change, but our heritage does not. We individuals belonging to a culture or a particular group may acquire or borrow certain cultural traits of other communities' cultures, but our belongings to Indian culture heritage will remain unchanged. Our Indian culture heritage will bind us together. Indian literature and scriptures, namely Vedas, Upanishads, Gita, and yoga systems, etc., have contributed a lot by way of providing right knowledge, right action, behavior, and practices as complementary to the development of civilization. General characteristics of culture. Now let us discuss some general characteristics which are common to different cultures throughout the world. Number one, culture is learned and acquired. Culture is acquired in the sense that there are certain behavior which are acquired through hereditary heredity. Individuals inherit certain qualities from their parents, but socio-cultural patterns are not inherited. These are learned from family members, from the group and the society in which they live. It is thus apparent that the culture of human beings is influenced by the physical and social environment through which they operate. Culture is shared by a group of people. A thought or action may be called culture if it is shared and believed or practiced by a group of people. Culture is cumulative. Different knowledge embodied in culture can be passed from one generation to another generation. More and more knowledge is added in the particular culture as the time passes by. Each may work out solution to problem in life that passes from one generation to another. This cycle remains as the particular culture goes with time. Number 4, culture changes. There is knowledge, thought, and or tradition that are lost as new cultural traits are added. These are possibilities of cultural changes within the particular culture as time passes. Culture is dynamic. No culture remains on the permanent state. Culture is changing constantly as new ideas and new techniques are added as some time passes, modifying or changing the old ways. This is the characteristics of culture that stems from the culture's cumulative quality. Culture gives us a range of permissible behavior pattern. It involves how an activity should be conducted, how an individual should act appropriately. Culture is diverse. It is a system that has several mutually interdependent parts. Although these parts are separate, they are interdependent with one another, forming culture as whole. Culture is ideational. Often it lays down an ideal pattern of behaviors that are expected to be followed by individuals so as to gain social acceptance from the people with the same culture. Importance of culture in human life. Culture is closely linked with life. It is not an add-on, a ornament that we as human beings can use. It is not merely a touch of color. It is what makes us human. Without culture there would be no humans. Culture is made up of traditions, beliefs, way of life, from the more spiritual to the most material. It gives us meaning, a way of leading our lives. Human beings are creators of culture, and at the same time, culture is what makes us human. A fundamental element of culture is the issue of religious belief and its symbolic expression. We must value religious identity and be aware of current efforts to make progress in terms of interfaith dialogue, which is actually an intercultural dialogue. As the world is becoming more and more global and we coexist on a more global level. We can't just think there is only one right way to living or that any one is valid. The need for coexistence makes the coexistence of cultures and beliefs necessary. In order to not make such mistakes, the best thing we can do is get to know other cultures while also getting to know our own. How can we dialogue with other cultures if we don't really know what our own culture is? The three eternal and universal value of truth, beauty and goodness are closely linked with culture. It is culture that brings us closer to truth through philosophy and religion. It brings beauty in our lives through the arts and makes us atheistic beings, and it is culture that makes us ethical beings by bringing us closer to other human beings and teaching us the value of love, tolerance and peace. What you have learned. Culture has been derived from the Latin word cult or cultus, meaning telling or refining. Sanskriti is derived from Sanskrit root kri, meaning to do. Culture may be defined as the way an individual and especially a group live, think, feel, and organize themselves, celebrate, and share life. Culture has different characteristics. It can be acquired, lost, or shared. It is cumulative. It is dynamic, diverse, and gives us a range of permissible behavior pattern. It can change. Culture includes both material and non-material components. In deeper sense, it is culture that produces the kind of literature, music, dance, sculpture, architecture, and various other arts form, as well as the many organizations and structures that make the functioning of the society smooth and well ordered. Culture provides us with ideas, ideals, and values to lead a decent life. Self-restraint is in conduct, consideration for the feeling of others, for the rights of others are the highest mark of culture. A cultural heritage means all the aspects or values of culture transmitted to human beings by their ancestors to the next generation. Architectural creation, monuments, material artifacts, the intellectual achievements, philosophy, pleasure of knowledge, scientific inventions and discoveries are parts of heritage. Thank you.